What's up, sports fans? This is the Lucas Ross Sports Channel, and it's time to give you my 2023 Big 12 Conference tier rankings heading into the 2023 college football season. And again, on Wednesday, we gave you the SEC Conference tier rankings. Thursday, we gave you the ACC. Then yesterday, we gave you the Big 10. And now we're on the Big 12 here for this Saturday. And, of course, we're doing the Pac-12 on tomorrow for Sunday to end these tier rankings out. So, like I said, how this video is going to work, we're going to give you different tiers here. The tiers do mean something here in these videos. The number one tier will be like top contenders in the Big 12. And then, of course, the tier number two teams, they will be dark horse contenders. Third tier will be decent teams. And then, of course, the fourth tier will be one of the worst teams in the Big 12. So that's how the video is going to work. And again, we're just basing off these, these teams, from like a last year, like how good they finished the season, and of course how bad they finished the season. And also we're giving you the teams how good they think they're going to be in 2023. And also these are teams that I'm just really hyped up for, and then some teams I'm not really hyped up for. But let's get right into it here with my 2023 Big 12 tier rankings heading into the 2023 season. And we'll start with tier number one, and these are going to be your top contenders in this conference this year. And you got three of them. You got Texas, Kansas State, and Oklahoma. I definitely say that Texas is definitely in that conversation this year with a lot of hype coming in, and I am hyped for this Texas team. Of course, with Quinn Ewers coming back and, of course, Arch Manning. That quarterback competition is going to be wide open this year at Texas. I'm kind of expecting a really good competition between Ewers and Manning. And then Kansas State. They won the Big 12 championship last year. They definitely earned this spot here in tier number one. Now, however, I probably could have put just Kansas State here because they probably just run this tier, but I definitely have to put Texas and Oklahoma here because they are definitely going to be top contenders for the Big 12. And plus, the Big 12 is going to be wide open. It's going to be full of 14 teams now. We got newcomers in there in the Big 12. And then you got Oklahoma here, a team that, I'm really kind of hyped up for this season. I think they should be better than that 6-7 record from last year. I think these are your definitely three top-tier teams heading into 2023. Your top contenders, I should say, in the Big 12, Texas, Kansas State, and Oklahoma. Let's now go to tier number two. These are your dark horse contenders in the Big 12, and I think you got two of them. You got TCU and Oklahoma State. TCU, I think, definitely should be in tier number one, but this is a team that I think is going to take a step back here, and I really don't expect them to be, a top contender this season, but they are definitely in that dark horse conversation. And then Oklahoma State, I know this team loses a lot of production, but I think this is still a good Oklahoma State team. I think they'll still be a dark horse contender. It's hard to bet against them. This team has been good now for the last couple years. They made it to the Big 12 championship in 2021, and then last year it was kind of a step back year, but I think this is still a dark horse team. And, TCU definitely is a dark horse team. I know they should be a top contender, but I think, definitely they should be in this conversation here for the dark horse contender. I'm not saying they're going to be terrible or anything like that. They are definitely a dark horse contender and definitely a winnable team. So TCU and Oklahoma State are my two second tier teams, and obviously my dark horse contenders in 2023. Let's now go to tier number three here. This tier number three is going to be based off of teams that I think will be decent this year, and I think you got a lot of them. You got Cincinnati, Kansas, Baylor, Texas Tech, Houston, UCF, and BYU. Cincinnati, UCF, Houston, and BYU are newcomers in the Big 12. And then you got Kansas, who was a really big surprise team last year. I think they should be really decent. Not Big 12 contender, though. I don't really see them being a top contender or a dark horse contender. Baylor is a team that I probably could put in that dark horse conversation, but based off of where they were from last year, I'm definitely going to put them here in this third tier. And then you got Texas Tech here. They were definitely a decent team last year. They should probably be in that dark horse conversation, but it's hard to go against Texas Tech, and I have to put them here in the third tier. And then obviously Cincinnati, UCF, Houston, and BYU. We don't know how good these teams will be in their first year in the Big 12, but I'm going to still put them here in the decent category. I think they'll be like decent teams this year, and they can definitely win some games in the Big 12. I think I can see all these four newcomers getting to a bowl game in 2023 as well in their first year in the Big 12. We'll see how it goes, but I think all these teams right here, these are all your decent teams heading into 2023. They belong here in tier number 3. And then let's go now to the fourth tier here. These are teams that I'm just not really hyped up on here in the Big 12. Let's go now to tier number 4, and it's West Virginia and Iowa State. Now, I don't really expect Iowa State to be all that bad this year. They were very young last year, but they definitely just belong here in tier number 4. They should be pretty decent this year. They should be in that third tier, but as of right now, I'm going to put them here in tier number 4. And maybe it switches around when we do those predictions in the month of May. And then West Virginia here. This is a team that just has a lot of question marks. I mean, they were not really good last year. I kind of don't expect them to be all that good this season. These are two teams that just weren't all that good. But, Iowa State was young last year, so it's not like they were terrible. But I think, they're definitely in this tier number 4 conversation. But I think Iowa State's going to be a really good team this year. I don't expect them to be really all that bad. So I'm going to say that, Iowa State will be a tier number 4 team as of right now. But I'm going to still put them here as a tier number 4 team. So West Virginia and Iowa State are my tier number 4 teams. And those are my 2023 Big 12 Conference tier rankings heading into the 2023 season. And again, we'll do the Pac-12 tomorrow, and then we'll end things out here with these tier rankings. And let me guys know what you think about these tier rankings. Do you agree or disagree? Who do you think will be a surprise top contender? Who you think will be a surprise dark horse contender? And who you think will be a surprise decent team and also a surprise bad team in 2023? Let me know down in the comments below, and stay tuned here for more sports content on the Lucas Ross Sports Channel.